He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
To throw, it's Bryant. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Vols want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
A strike downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get concerned.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offense
Turning it on! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Tennessee! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
On the run from inside his 25. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41. Here come the Irish back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Got a man. It's Young. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pulls it, fired complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking left. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, and
oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Lot of room to the right. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Bryant. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make it.
Touchdown ball! Fit it in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I gotta find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting their receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Bryant. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Pulls it in. It's Barmore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying play action. They're working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give to the back. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Using his legs to buy some time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lee. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's James. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Now, how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Huffman. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Carr. Punts it out of the air. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Fighting Irish now with a 3rd down play to open the final period. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 20 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Off play action on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Volunteers are flying down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, you just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Runs through the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Finds his man. It's Bettis. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, get the first down, and put away the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wants to change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.